Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you to listening to the Blunderbuss special. All right. Thank you for listening to the Blunderbuss special. My name is Bob. Is with me also the illustrious Nate.
What's up?
And second time, we brought back our good friend John. John.
Hello.
And we were talking about the do's and don'ts of A-KON. This is part 2 because we kind of got off on a tangent last time. So we're going to try to finish up the do's and don'ts. The PSA of people going to A-KON this year, which is the...
we'll see how it works.
It's the biggest anime convention in the Southwest. It's been running for the last, I believe you said, 27 years? I think?
Yeah, about 27 years, I think.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, like we've gone, we can't go this year because me and John, we got new jobs, so we can't.
Well, you didn't get a new job.
No, well, yeah, just...
Yeah.
So we can't go this year, but we thought as a PSA to crack a knowledge on our listeners.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah. That some of the do's and don'ts of A-KON.
Just do it, John. Just do it.
G.I. Joe.
A real American hero.
And last time, I think we spoke about, of course, like I said, John was talking about execution. Because honestly, you just can't be going there willy-nilly. And of course,
oh no, there's lots
ironically,
of planning involved.
Our poor time management involved in the last show, we couldn't talk about as much stuff. We just talked about it. Anyway,
good times.
John, if you could continue
how does
I believe
go again. Sorry, I'm stuck on trying to do a voice and shit. I was thinking,
preparation.
Exactly. Just having good preparation and execution.
Because
of the plan.
Because honestly, if you're driving a couple hours away, a couple states away, you just don't want to go willy nilly to the take-on. So we were talking about. We spoke about bathing.
You're talking about bathing.
No, just more smelly motherfuckers.
But that's pretty much later as you go in, though. But one thing I think we're trying to talk about, though, is leaving that extra day. Even though the convention starts on a Friday, you want to get there at least a day early. Just so you can unwind, relax, unpack.
Well, they'll let you get your passes Thursday, which is the key.
Yeah. They will. But also depending on how they do that, because I know it's only open for a few hours, depending, I guess, how much staff they have there available.
What was it, 9 o'clock?
No, it was 8 o'clock in the morning. Like I said, because we drove overnight. That's one thing too. We prepared so much.
Yeah, we'll leave.
We left Wednesday. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry, talking about. We left midnight. And then we drove all night. To Dallas.
Yeah, because it's 5 hours from here.
Yeah. So so we drove all night, but of course, we did have our stops. We did stop at
the
Buc-ee's.
Check stop.
Yeah, Kolaches, yeah.
Gotta
stop
pick
by
up the
Buc-ee's,
exactly.
Buc-ee's,
So have fun, have a great road trip, have fun on it.
It is, and of course, granted, we do it all night because we drive all night because of the fact that it's a lot less traffic. Because if you ever have to drive through Austin traffic, God have mercy on your soul. It's fucking terrible.
Well, see, if we take my truck, it's going to cost more gas.
Yeah.
We can take the toll for free.
Yeah.
So.
But see, honestly, I would probably want to pay that extra toll. That's fine. But if you can bypass,
Yeah, I would rather, honestly, especially when you're going 80 all the way over there.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, and there's nobody on the road.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
but the one,
make sure you got gas.
The one thing I hate stopping at, though, is Waco. Because Waco is always constantly under construction.
Yeah.
It's either closed down to 1 or 2 lanes. Mostly,
Waco.
it's always closed down to 1 lane. So you're literally riding between these 2 barriers, and you're just waiting for some asshole to play ping pong. Just on those damn barriers.
Well, I'm not allowed to go to Waco anyway, so
what?
I'm a biker, man. Not allowed to go, man. Not allowed to go.
But,
came down from up top, man. You steer clear of that bitch.
Yep.
Bad place for bikers.
Yeah, at least for now,
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
For now,
once they're bankrupt, okay, it'll be fine right there.
But go there early. Like I said, we of course, granted, last year, for some reason there was another convention in town, like the North Texas Tabletop.
Oh yeah, that tabletop tournament convention.
Yeah, and
that's
right.
And see, and I found that kind of kind of weird how. But actually, Bob was right. There was a bunch of rooms kind of already booked up, and for some reason, it wouldn't let us kind of book that extra night at the Hilton. So
that Thursday,
yeah, exactly.
So we booked one at the Best Western, like down the street. Which honestly, and this is
that room was fucking cold.
Oh, it
was fucking awesome.
The room
I loved
at
it.
the Hilton was hot.
Yeah, and like I said, not to speak ill of Hilton, fuck
them.
Like the coolest spot was like right under the vent. We all fell asleep under the vent because I was like,
yeah. You had to be right underneath that. The rest of the room was
just boiling. Oh my god!
But also in the hotel's defense, though, you had like the whole hotel booked up and occupied, maybe mostly occupied.
If we're paying,
or maybe in our building,
yeah.
And you gotta imagine everyone is going to crank down that volume. Crank down the AC all the way down.
Each room has its own individual unit, though.
But honestly, that's not our problem. We pay 140, 150.
It's a little higher than that.
It's higher than how much? 170?
I think it was like 170, 180
for that much. That room better be. We better storing meat in that room. That's like so. We were at the Best Western. It was like, oh man, we had to cover up. We were so chilly. We were like, oh man,
it was.
And we didn't even get our complimentary blowjobs. The Best Western took care of us the whole 9 yards.
Ahmed was
old fashions the whole 9
yards.
Shit. They just the only thing is they neglected to tell us that the titty bar is right behind.
Baby dolls. We should hashtag baby dolls. Like we didn't. I was like, we were leaving. We was like, there's a titty bar. Oh man.
You know what? That could be a show. We could sit there and critique titty bars.
Okay. Now,
John's. Well, I used to be the expert, not anymore. I'm broke now.
Well,
Palace, you girls need to get your fucking noses out of here. You're fucking full of shit. Fuck you.
Anyway, all right.
Anyway,
reel it back, John.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
All right. Let's go back. He's going back here because this conversation's going a different direction.
So anyway, so because we were leaving, we're like, oh, baby dolls. But then we go to the Hilton, and since we get, I guess, perk parking. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. If you're going to get a hotel at the Hilton, go there early. Get there early because parking is a bitch.
Oh, it's retarded.
I think we had to, like, since Nate has, I guess the term would be perk parking. I guess you'd turn...
Yeah, it's perk. I'm a disabled vet.
Yes,
so yeah, I come with perks.
So basically,
that's the only reason why people like me. Apparently, so it's like
that's the only place.
A friend of mine is trying to marry me for my tax breaks. It's not happening. It's not happening.
So the only place we were able to park was the disabled parking. Usually we wouldn't, but it was like
that
was literally
the only spot
open available.
And
and of course I could imagine like if you actually had a room at the hotel. And you didn't have your parking at the hotel. How fucking terrible would that be?
Well, there's that
and then to
there.
pay for it. What was it, like $24 a day?
Yeah, valet, and then they had a special for the weekend. But I think it was like, how much was it? It was like $40 for the weekend or $50 for the weekend. You can for valet. I'm like, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, we're not.
You're
we're not balling. Yeah, we're not.
That's just Nick so good.
No.
It's so
big dish.
So you get there, and of course you're gonna bring your stuff. Of course, if you're gonna cosplay, bring your cosplay. Of course, make sure to bring I think John's got like a suit bag because honestly, your shit's
wrinkly.
Always, if you're bringing a costume, always have some kind of suit bag. I have 2 or 3 of them. Depending on what I'm gonna cosplay, have all my stuff in there. But also, bring plenty of liquids, water. Case of water,
liquids,
one case minimal,
quote unquote.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not going to go out to eat or anything like that, or order and take food, take a cooler.
Yes,
rolling cooler.
Cooler. Yes,
but make sure it's not a giant rolling cooler.
Yeah. Don't be an asshole. It's like fucking big old ginormous thing. You don't need one that can fit a body in. I mean, holy shit.
Because it's not that like it's not convenient. It'd be awesome to have a giant rolling cooler. But the thing is, you gotta take that at least 300 yards across the parking lot into the hotel, dodging,
and you got to try and fit that into the elevator.
Yeah,
other people are trying to get into there,
and because you
got to get it in the fucking room.
You got to be nimble enough. Not to mention that's going to be stacked up with your other box. So if you're going to bring liquor, bring a box of liquor to stick it in there because you don't want that just loose bottles rolling around.
And bring ice because I can almost guarantee you right now that the ice machines are going to get fucked.
Yeah,
they
every goddamn
they
year.
really never worked. But also, tip your bellman. If you're going to carry this giant ice chest, he's going to unload it. He's going to carry it. He's going to unload it.
Yeah, man, take care of your guys, man.
Yeah,
Don't shit,
don't be a
dick.
little bit of work.
Yeah.
I'm asking not to don't fund them. Like a few dollars, $5 max.
Tip.
$5.
Yeah,
$5
tip.
bucks,
Don't be-
yeah.
A tip.
Good.
If
So I was doing in Vegas,
Yeah.
5 to 20, depending on what's going on.
And of course, when in that cooler, gentlemen, what do we like in our cooler?
Food.
Food, obviously. Bring.
Lunch
Granted,
meat.
don't bring like filet mignon. It's not like you bring a
Phenomenon.
filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Malone.
Phenomenon.
Filet mignon. Because I'm gonna guarantee you're gonna get hungry inside the room. And of course, granted, you could get a pizza, but getting a pizza is kind of a pain in the ass.
It is.
It
I
is.
mean, well, shit. There's the was it the Denny's? Like literally,
Right across the street.
Yeah,
Well,
right
it was
across the street.
down the street, and you had to walk down just about a few minutes walk.
Block or two.
You're
yeah,
gonna
bullshit
you're gonna
like that.
wait. Every asshole
Oh,
is
yeah.
gonna go to
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking dentist.
You know, they need a
and the
fucking
best part
Lulu's.
though
Oh,
is
man.
that when you go to that Denny's, everyone's gonna be dressed up, so you're gonna feel just at home, and you're gonna freak out your waiter just as much.
Oh, actually, if anything, John,
They know what's coming.
They know.
Yeah,
it's
they probably
They
was
know
coming.
Well, actually,
They probably start making bets.
honestly,
So,
if it's
I
your
wanna
first,
see-
if it's your first time to A-KON, that's actually at least my favorite thing when you bring the newbies to A-KON. They're like,
Oh.
all right, don't freak out. There's gonna be a lot of people dressed up.
You're gonna see. You are gonna
Oh,
see things.
and then the look on their face when they see the first person, they're like, "What the fuck?" And my response is, "It gets better.
It gets better."
And then the next person comes by and it's a little crazy. And like, "What the fuck?" It gets better. What do you mean it gets better? Just wait. What the? Yeah, it gets better.
And then
this.
Yeah, and of
Crazy.
course, then you see you see, oh, there's one guy costume. Oh, there's then you see entire, I guess, herd. I guess would be a term.
Yeah.
I was gonna say army, but I already
No,
know
no. Herd is kind of right. Because
Yeah.
is right because they kind of come at you.
in packs.
Yeah, in packs of giant of everyone in cosplay, and you're almost like it's almost like if you saw a street gang, wow, it's a Naruto street gang,
You know what? And honestly,
it's the Nine-Tail Gang.
You know what? And honestly, I'm part of that gang because I love to dress up as the
Yeah.
Pervy Sage. I dress
And
up
people
constantly
love you.
for-
They're
Oh,
like,
dude, yeah,
oh,
you know,
dude,
you know,
yeah.
Every time, man.
Yeah,
Every
it's
goddamn
funny,
time.
and I love it. It gives me a good feeling. You recognize the character. They know who I am. I pose. I do the stupidest poses ever.
Remember when that old lady was like, "Oh, Jiraiya," she's trying to get up on you?
Yeah. I did get groped. I will not lie. I did get groped by an older lady. She did like the Pervy Sage. She was into the Pervy Sage, and I was like, okay.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
You rock that Craftmatic adjustable bed.
Oh, dude, John, she was riding your leg, man.
Yeah.
You kind of bent your
Take-
leg there, and then she rode up on your thigh. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Take her back
she
in
did.
room for some orange Metamucil mimosas.
But actually, one thing I do
Classy.
want to say right now, cosplay is not consent, guys. You know what? People do dress up, but cosplay is not consent. So even
Yeah.
though someone dresses up as a character, respect that character. They
Yeah.
take the time to dress up. So respect the character, respect the person.
Yeah.
So like I will say this again, cosplay is not consent. I know other people, have a different mindset about that. But how would you feel if this was someone, your loved one, dressing up, and someone, took that,
Yeah.
and
And
did the
don't-
wrong matter?
I'm sorry, don't ruin it for everybody else. Like, honestly, if someone wants to dress a little risque,
Yeah.
appreciate the character, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But don't don't fuck it up for the rest of us. Yeah.
That too.
The
But
fuck outta here.
but imagine a person like they're really putting themselves out there.
They are.
in this outfit. They don't have to dress like this, but this is
But they're
who-
having fun.
Exactly,
It's
they're
all
having
about fun.
It's about the
I mean,
community and being accepted. By
I
the
mean,
community.
I know we make our jokes and shit,
Yeah.
and everything. We'll laugh and stuff, but I mean, I appreciate what everybody's doing. I mean, shit, fucking Bob and I started, throwing kilts on and shit, and shit. I
we
actually
do
got
have a
the
kilt
two of-
day.
I
Yeah.
actually got the two of you to wear kilts.
Yes, you did.
I know.
Yes, you did. We do have a kilt, an official kilt day. We have one, and honestly,
For me, it's every day, but
yeah,
for them,
it's every day. But honestly, I think, I will say this: ever since I've been going, no one has worn kilts. But until the first time we brought Nate, to A-KON,
Yeah.
kilts have been exploding left and right.
There's always the one guy who's always like security.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
always got the
he wears
utility
a
kilt.
I saw
utility
that.
kilt,
And
he
he's got
wears
the fez.
the red
Yeah.
fez. Yeah,
That guy, I don't know who your name
Beard.
is, buddy, but you're fucking awesome. I
Yes,
like
yeah,
yes,
you
yes.
rocks it every year, man. Yeah, it's
know?
good times. It's always good times.
So
What the fuck, computer? Fuck you. What the- You know what? It's probably Windows 10 keep trying to fucking download all my shit. It's like, leave my shit alone, you fucker. Side note on the kilt thing. Apparently the Selma police, they actually voted unanimously to where the cops can actually wear as part of their uniform
Really?
a utility kilt.
no way. That is
Yeah.
cool. That is pretty
Yep.
cool.
can you imagine?
They're shirts. Yeah, I think it's shirts.
You can imagine
They're
you're
like right
getting
next to
chased
each
down
other.
by a cop, and then like,
Hey, he
just-
fucking teabags you. Hey, all you fuckers that are going to start fucking around, man, with cops, don't do it.
Nope.
'Cause they're not only going to put you on the ground, but you're going to get teabagged.
yeah,
Fucking cops.
Oh,
style.
Okay.
feeling
This
that
is
warm
one thing
set of
about
balls
kilts.
on your neck. Ugh, Jesus Christ.
All right, there's one thing about kilts. We wear kilts for fun. Guys, the thing about
Oh, it's
wearing a
comfortable.
kilt is, what do we wear with our kilts?
Socks and shoes.
Exactly. So to people who want to approach us and actually accuse us of wearing maybe something more, no, we're actually rocking the socks and shoes.
Actually, I like telling them that shit. It's like, oh, what are you wearing underneath there? Socks and shoes.
Remember one time we were going to see something, and they're like, "What are you wearing?" The socks and shoes, and people were like, "Yeah, woo!" They gave him a stand.
Yeah.
They
We're gonna catch that. I think it was that
burlesque
that
show.
burlesque show, up
and
there
it was
at
kibosh
the
because the
Sheraton.
line was too long.
Yeah, oh, so fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But
that's one thing.
now, ladies, if you want to do a kilt check, that's fine. But there's rules for doing that,
Yes.
So just don't go all willy nilly and shit. Because
Now, gentlemen, if you want to do a kilt check, there are rules.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
yeah,
Do not check.
And why is that, John? Why
Well,
is that?
Yes, why is that?
Years ago, I was rocking my kilt, on our kilt day.
the first
And-
weekend,
yeah.
the first weekend he had ever picked it up.
Yeah, actually, yeah, exactly. The first weekend, Nate, let's do kilts. We're all for it. Yeah, let's do it. So, I got separated from my friends here, and at that time, we brought our friend Adam Smasher.
Adam Smasher.
Adam
Yeah, the
Smasher
Adam
was supposed to
Smasher,
be
yeah.
the bodyguard. I wanted to be my bodyguard.
Oh, he wasn't supposed to be nothing but a big teddy bear.
Yeah, exactly. And I had wandered off, whatever, and I was approached by a few people asking me about my kilt, and I told them I'm wearing socks and shoes under this kilt,
Yeah.
and the guy didn't believe me. I'm like, I don't believe you. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna prove it to you. Take my word for it, but socks and shoes is what I'm rocking right now. Whatever. And he was, I guess he was trying for a little, probably a little brazen, with this girl,
And the thing is, John, even if you were not, even if you did have something underneath there, what is to gain for that knowledge? It's because John, what happens next?
Well, honestly, I think he was just honestly curious. He was curious on the male anatomy.
Either
And,
that or
well,
one of his buddies bet him or some shit. or egg
It
him
was
into it.
possible. I honestly, I don't know what provoked him or whatever. But he lifted up my kilt.
Front ways.
Front. He revealed me.
Oh, we got the full on Dirty Sanchez.
Oh yeah, yes, yes, ladies, he did. Yes, he did. So, he screams, "What the hell?" His girlfriend blushes. Yes,
Yeah,
ladies,
and
it was a blush.
He was that guy's upset because
And he's upset because I flashed him and his girlfriend, and it turned into not a physical altercation, but there was an argument loud enough to kind of pique the curiosity of a police officer.
There was a stamping on somebody's forehead. No.
Yeah, there was an undercover
Tanaka.
officer.
Tanaka.
And he approached us, and and the guy was being just yelling. I flashed. I'm like, no, let's get this right. Who lifted up my kilt? I warned you what was under here. I'm wearing a kilt. I warned you what was under here, what I'm wearing. Now, who's the one that actually lifted up my kilt? It wasn't me, man. I told you. And then the officer was grilling both of us and going, well, no, honestly, I'm here enjoying my time. He wanted to show off for somebody, and literally, he harassed me. no, officer, I can kind of say this was sexual harassment.
Yeah,
he lifted up my kilt.
Like, honestly, if you, John, if you were a girl and you lifted up your skirt
Hey, now.
to get a look at your goods,
Yeah.
this would be open and shut case.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it'd be like what, you don't go around lifting up women's skirts to see their unmentionables. And since you're a guy, like, you had a kilt and this guy looked at your unmentionables, that's, that would be, like, at least... I wouldn't say sexual assault, but
Yeah,
that's it's
inching
there.
towards it,
But
Yeah.
but one thing though, I remember what this guy was kind of arguing about is like because it was a public venue, it was a public place. It was in the convention center of where the A-KON was. It was the Adams Mark Hotel, which kind of turned into the Sheridan, and right across from it was that convention center. I was on the second floor of that convention center. This is where it happened, and that's where things got out of hand. Of course, anyone who's gone to A-KON knows it is extremely packed at all times of day.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Fudge-packed even.
it was literally like it was in the middle of the floor, but it was to a point to where people kind of like caught a glimpse on in the corner of their eye of what happened. So it attracted a small crowd, people. I was embarrassed, so I was kind of looking for Adam Smasher. I could not find Mr. Adam Smasher.
Actually, it's probably a good thing because you probably got arrested.
Yeah.
He actually he probably
Adam
would.
has no...
Now, me personally, I wouldn't have any problem if you fucking knocked that dude's teeth down his throat. And I would have, told the cop the same thing. It's like, hey, man, dude.
But we do have a rule.
Yeah.
We're not going to bail you out. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
I'd
It
bail
depends.
John out.
Yeah.
Well, at least
I
I try to
appreciate
scrounge
it.
something together to bail him out. At least.
I appreciate that. So so after a small, brief debate of what actually happened, I kind of point out to the point of view of the officer. Well, you know what? This is a public venue. This is for public. Does he look old enough to be out in public, wanting to lift up my kilt? What was to be gained from that?
Yeah.
There was nothing to be gained from that whatsoever. Like he honestly is not mature enough to be in public. That's the point I kind of brought to the officer.
Yeah.
I'm like, is he mature enough to be in public where he just wants to act, childish?
Yeah.
And the officer was but then he goes, know what? He goes, no, you should probably change. And so actually, I actually did change out of my kilt. It kind of ruined the fun, but that was more till like a few hours later. Because I was getting hot.
And not to mention the fact that
that's why you take a little wider stance, man. Just let that breeze come through, man.
So,
So, but
gathering the ins and outs, man.
Yeah. End of the day,
Barbecuing in
the
Texas,
kid,
man.
The
Kilt,
kid
awesome.
was escorted out. So it was one of those funny, A-KON stories that we're always going to tell because
you
it's just hilarious.
should ask the cop. It's like, well, okay, is it cool if when you turn your back, I drill this fucker in the face real quick and then I disappear in the crowd? I'd probably ask the cop that shit. It's like, come on, man,
it's okay.
Come on.
Well, see, what? I would have though, but I knew that on that day though, they were having a lot of issues with drug possession issues. Because I don't remember because they're
Well,
that
the
day.
rave,
Exactly, the rave. People want to be doing drugs, guys. That's one thing. Doing drugs, is do it on your time. I'm not saying drugs are okay, but it's like don't do it, especially because
John's being a buzzkill.
you're right. I am going to be a buzzkill.
Boner killer.
Well, because only at these conventions, people are looking to make a quick buck, and they don't care
I think,
what
like-
the product is. They will sell it to you, but just don't do drugs whatsoever.
One time, I remember that one time we went to see, and
Well,
there's
that's
that big guy
telling
who
us
was
don't
freaking out.
drink.
Oh no!
Do you remember the big
drink
guy?
is fine.
Which
really,
one?
if you're
The guy
really
that was
good.
having a bad trip,
Oh man!
and they had to zip
Oh,
tie
that
him
was nuts.
they zipped his wrist together.
Yeah.
He was just freaking out.
Yeah, behind his back. Oh, the dude was giant, man. He had to be like
giant man
like
baby.
6'3" was at least, and he was huge. Had to be like close to like 300 pounds, man.
Something, big guy.
And he was just shit. What were we? We were kind of up.
We were doing
on that landing on that.
Yeah.
Was it the third floor by the pool area?
No. This is over in the convention center.
Okay.
Where the rave is.
All right.
Right outside the rave, where the windows were to
Yeah.
to walk across the street to the
Now,
hotel.
Now this would be at the last place, the Sheridan, right?
Yeah. I think it was the last year at Sheridan.
Okay.
And, we went up the. You know how you go up the escalators, and then it's
Right.
like that landing up there, so you can kind of like see down and see everything going on.
Yes,
It's
yes.
like we see the shit going on, and we come down. It's just like this dude is losing his shit. Is oh. fucking bad trip. Bad fucking trip. I mean, the dude is like crying his eyes out, like scream, like bloody murder, almost screaming.
And the girl's like, "Calm down. It's not that bad. Calm down."
And then I think it was like shortly thereafter or earlier that night, or maybe it was a different night, but they had busted some kid like backpack full of fucking X and all kinds
Dude,
of
he
shit.
had
I
the
remember that.
gallon baggie.
Yes, he
full of
was
tabs.
loaded to sell.
Holy
he
shit.
was meaning to
Yep.
sell every pill.
Well, think about it.
Yep.
$20 a pop. That's a.
Oh, dude, he'd
he'd
go
bank
through
it.
that easy in one night.
But honestly,
You know,
yeah,
2
and of
nights
course
of
they had
raves?
yeah.
That's fucking.
So all right,
banking.
all right, gentlemen, we gotta go back to the cooler because we're gonna hit the same.
Oh
problem
yeah.
we had
Oh
last
man,
time.
we got way up. Well, no,
Yeah.
it was
So anyway.
it was a good story.
gotta
But
do,
no, always be prepared. You know, I think we discovered now at least 2 coolers are needed. You know, one for drinks,
Really? You
one
think
for
so?
food. Well, I want
I
to.
don't think so.
I want to separate one for food, but not a big one per se. Just like a small one, just for.
I would say like okay,
You know-
you get a rolling cooler,
All right.
but you get like a styrofoam one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and it
there,
has to at
yeah.
least, and that one has to at least be bungee cord on top of the big one because honestly, you got to carry all this shit.
Yeah,
That's-
Yeah,
it's a
that's
lot.
one
no,
thing.
'cause-
That's one thing. You know, you have to kind of make a plan of how you're going to carry this stuff to the room to the hotel, and how are you going to leave with it.
Well,
Now,
no, we do take two coolers. We take your rolling cooler, Bob,
Yeah.
and then we
Yes.
take that purple travel one that
Yeah,
I've got.
yeah. Pop-
Yes, yeah.
But we usually just take that. Well, we'll throw the drinks when we're traveling,
Right, you know,
the sodas and shit in
energy
there,
drinks, sodas. Somebody
and
keeps
then
weight.
carry that
Yeah.
up. But then we tend to top it off with ice and shit because it actually keeps ice pretty well.
Oh, it
so,
does, it does.
so those are just for the mixed drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and
You have to have a proper bar set up if you're old enough to be able to
if
drink
you are
at the
old
bar.
enough to drink, you know, no.
Get your lime juice.
Yeah.
Bring your salt.
Well, no, it depends. There's one way too.
No, yeah, it depends
you know,
what you're gonna have,
know
yeah.
what drink you're gonna want up there. You know, if you're gonna want a mixed
Fuck, we're a
drink,
bunch
do
of
mixed drink.
enablers, aren't we?
You know, yeah, we are.
Go
no,
get shit
you know what?
faced.
We are.
But obviously, if you've been travel drinking, this is not new to you. But honestly,
No, I mean,
it's,
well, it's a big weekend long party, is what it is. Yeah, I know it goes
Yeah.
really fucking quick, doesn't it?
Oh
It's
my
like
God, it goes
these 30
so
minute
quick.
motherfuckers, man. No, but I mean, but that's just it. It's a weekend long party. The thing is having fun, meet new people,
Exactly.
mingling, doing some dumb shit, because you're gonna do some dumb weird shit, trying new stuff. But just don't be a fucking asshole, man. It's like always someone's got to be an asshole. It's kind of like that steampunk thing that we went check out.
yeah.
And it's like we go in there, and I've got my Stein with me, and I've got my juice in there, and we're walking around drinking.
That ladies, you can't have that in there.
And it's like, what are you talking about?
You can't have that in there.
It's like I'm in the hotel. It's the bar's right there. What the hell? You can't have it in this event, but I'm in the bar. Or I'm in the hotel.
So
I can drink anywhere I want in this hotel.
We're like, let's get the fuck out of here.
it's like, you know what? This shit's lame anyways.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, so
Of course, they're not going to want us back. No, you know what? We're not going back. Fuck them.
fuck them. So anyway, well, I guess, gentlemen, we got off track again. I
We got
guess
off track though, but we did.
we learned a lot today.
Yeah,
we
we
learned
did,
a lot.
we did.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
maybe we'll probably have maybe we should have a part 3 of where.
I think we should go part 3.
Shit,
Part
goddamn,
3.
like a month and a half of it. Actually,
Yeah.
we're probably going to start shooting these out pretty soon because it's coming up.
So anyway, thank you everyone for listening. I appreciate my like us on the YouTubes and the Twitters and the Facebooks and the whatever social. I don't know if we have one or not. just like us, whatever.
It might be there.
Like us, share us with your friends if you think we're funny, so we get more than 11 people. My name's Bob. The illustrious Nate as always.
What's going on?
And our friend John.
What's up, guys?
We'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Good night.
So we're talking about getting fucked up and drunk most of the time.
Tanaka.
What the hell is that? My Japanese penis monster friend.